Today we will be testing a 5-minute day trading strategy.
But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for Tradingview. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon.
Alright, as I said, today we will be testing a 5-minute day trading strategy. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 62 different strategies, with 16 of them being profitable. We've also tested a total of 813 indicators, with 330 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. We've also retested in the advanced testing 24 of the winning indicators. 8 of them have been able to maintain the winning status. The best one, a 76% win rate. Now keep in mind that we test most of these strategies and indicators on the Forex and crypto market, but they can be applied to just about any market and time frame universally. Okay, so today we will be testing a 5-minute day trading strategy. And so in this particular strategy, we are testing it on the standard stock market. So your blue chip stock. So this is Apple on a 5-minute time frame here. This area here is the after market hour and pre-market hour trading session here. This strategy, we will not be taking trades during those times there. So we're looking at just taking trades during the normal market hours. The strategy consists of 3 different indicators. Well, I guess 2 different indicators. The first one is going to be the linear regression candles. And so if you come up here, and the linear regression, not channels, but we are looking for the linear regression candles here. This is the only one underneath the linear regression candle, so pretty easy to find there. So we'll put that one on screen here. And we did make a few modifications to this. So the signal smoothing is on 7. The length, I think we kept that on the standard 11. I think that was the default on it. And then I did go in and I changed the plot. And so the plot is basically the line running down the middle. It was a white line, but I changed it to black because I use a white background, and I bumped up the line weight on this. So the video that I got this strategy from they had the background as black, and so the line was white as well, so we just switched that around. So in the original video, it claimed that this was an amazing strategy with great gains. And so that's kind of where we got it from. So we'll leave that there for now. The linear regression candles is a little bit challenging to see. And so actually what I'll do is I'll go ahead and what we'll do is we'll turn off the standard candle. So if you hover over the Apple or whatever the pair is that you're trading, if it's Forex or crypto or whatever, hover over that name there and then click the little eye there. It turns off the actual price action. So now you can see that we have these candles here, and these again are the linear regression candles themselves. So if I turn it off, you can see it disappears there. Next candle, or the next indicator that we are using, is going to be the UT bot alerts. And so if we go into here, UT bot alerts. So not the UT bot, not the strategy, but the alerts here by Quant Nomad. And so you turn that on and put that on screen. I don't believe changed any of the visual aspects of it. We did change the key value to 2 and the ATR to 1, and that gives us this right here. And so this is the setup that we are looking for. These again is going to be all the indicators that we're using here, is just these 3 here. I'm sorry, just these 2. I keep saying 3 because I was toggling on and off the eye here on the actual price action. So you'll have to forgive me, just the 2 indicators there. So what are we looking for? Well, first and foremost, we are looking for the coloration of the candles themselves. And so when we get the red coloration in the candles, we are looking for a short position, a short trade. When we get a green coloration in the candles, we're looking for a long trade. The next thing that we're looking for is going to be a sell or a buy tag. So a sell or a buy tag. And then we are also looking for the candles to be, if we're looking for a sell, they're going to be below that black plot line. If we're looking for a buy, the candles are going to be above that black plot line. So sometimes you'll get, like right here, we'll get a buy signal before the price action is actually above that plot line. And then once it crosses above, that is our signal to then go into a long position. So we got the green candles, we got the cross above the plot line there, and we have the buy that took place below the plot line there. Sometimes you'll get it where it takes place after the candles have already crossed. And so this is an example here where you can see that the candles have crossed here, and then we are under the plot line, and we finally get the red candles and the sell signal here. So that would be a valid sell right there. So in this particular case right here, you can see that we have the red candles, we have the sell signal, and price is now breaking down below and closing below that plot line right there. So this would be our entry right there into a short position. Let's go ahead and play this forward here, and you can see that price drops really nicely there. If we go back and we look at some of the price action here, you can see that we get these pretty clean movements in price thanks to these linear regression candles. And so in the original video, the way the creator showed it was short position. So we entered into the trade right there. Our stop can be above the entry candle or above the last kind of swing, whether it's a swing high or a swing low. And then our exit is going to be, for example, in a short trade, the first candle that is green. So we are basically right about there all together on this position. So you can see that this particular trade would have been basically a 4-to-1 trade there, risk reward. So would have been a really nice push to the downside there. Let's go ahead and play this forward some more here. And you can see that now let me scoot this over some just so that way we can see a little better. So we get the green candles right here. We have a buy tag and we have the cross up above that linear or the plot line right there. So that would be a valid long trade, a valid long entry right there. So we would have entered about right there. Let me turn off the UT bot. Okay, would have entered about right there. That's a pretty good place for our stop right there. And we would have exited on that red candle right there. Risk reward, we would have been at a 1.9 on that one right there. Let's go ahead and play this forward a little more. Excuse me. We pick up one more sell right here on this one. And nope, looking for these right here, short trade. So there, we would have been there and we would have exited this trade right there on that. That's our swing right there. Let's say that we had it right about there on our swing. So it'd have been a 1.29 risk reward on that one. And then we pick up another long right here on this one. Now the buy tag took place, the buy tag there for the UT bot was on this candle right here that was still below the plot. Then we cross up above that plot right there. And you can see that there, maybe stop about there. And you can see that price takes off right there. And we eventually would close out the trade right there for a risk reward of 7. So that is the strategy that was shown. This is exactly how it was shown in the original video. And so you see here that really amazing results there. Each one of these trades would have gotten us some really decent results. We would have been at about 140% here. We would have been at about 130% there. We would have been about 63% there, 40% here. I mean, just an amazing day of gains right there, according to this strategy. So all right, so before we take a look at what it was able to achieve, I'd like to give a quick shout out to our Discord server. This is our Discord server here. It's free to join. Most of the channels here are free. You're welcome to join, take part of the conversations. But we do have a Patreon only channel set up just for our patrons to take advantage of some advanced information. Sasquatch here is one of our members. He is an amazing Forex prop trader, posting charts like this on a regular basis where he's marked out areas of support and resistance, areas of interest, kind of areas that he's looking at to take trades, even sometimes where he is actually going to take trades. Our admin Jay is doing Forex trading as well as futures trading, posting charts like this as well where he's done market analysis. Some of our other members are also putting up charts with market analysis. And as I said in the beginning of the video, the patrons get access to the full list of indicators and strategies that we have tested, including some of the winning strategies. And within the Patreon only channel here, we've also posted some kind of advanced strategies and techniques. Haven't done it in a little while, but there's definitely a history of it in here. If you want some nice winning strategies, I highly recommend that you join us here. All right, back to our strategy here. So, all right. not all is as it seems here. So this looks like a really amazing strategy. Whenever I was first watching the source video, I was thinking to myself, man, that is an amazing strategy, especially that linear regression candles really smooths out price action and is really getting in at some good spots, exiting at some good spots. So with that being said, let's look and dissect just a little bit here of what this linear regression is actually doing. I mean, we're not really going to look at like the technical side of what it's doing, but let's do this right here just as a good example. So this is where we would have entered the trade right here, and this is where we would have exited the trade right there. So in the video, or just laying it out using these position kind of calculators here, and even just going in and doing a quick ruler tool here, you can see that the total gain right here was about 140%. And in the original source video, that's how they showed the gains that this got from, just like I showed a moment ago, each of these trades getting the gains that they got. Now let's turn this off and turn on the actual candles themselves. So 140% gain was what we had a moment ago. Now if we actually measure this out, the total gain on this was actually 72%. Now granted, 72% is still a really good gain, but definitely not the 140% that we were looking at a moment ago. If we do the same thing over here, let's see, turn this off, turn that there, let's mark that and mark that there. This gain right here, I know this video is getting long, so I'm going to have to cut this pretty soon here, but we are looking at there to there, 130% on that one as well, so right around 140%. And if we measure this out, we actually only got about a 56% gain right there. So granted, those two would have been winning trades and not bad trades. Definitely would have gotten some nice gains on those right there. But let's look at this one right here. So there's that, and here's where we would have taken the exit, and looking at a 60% gain is what it's shown that way. Now if we take a look at it this way, we were actually in the negative by 30%. So we'd have taken a 30% loss on that trade right there. So the linear regression candle may, very similar to the Hakanashi candles, may make it look like you are getting some really good gains out of these moves. But there are a lot of instances where unless you got a massive 150% move, that you are actually going in the negative on some of these. So let's go ahead and take a look at what this strategy was able to achieve. So with it looking so great, we took 50 trades, we had 17 winners, we had 33 losers, and we had a gain of a negative 244%. So all in all, this strategy looked really good on the surface, and unfortunately, it's one of those videos, the source video, where they make it look really good and they kind of measure things out and don't really do any kind of testing or actually show what the full gains were without these indicators. And it kind of just, you know, some BS is essentially what it is. It looked really good, but too good to be true, and by the numbers you can see that that is the case. There were some instances where we got some really good moves on the days that price really took off, 155% on this one, but the majority of the time it was just taking losing trade after losing trade after losing trade after losing trade. So that's it for this one. It's unfortunate. Again, if you're looking for some decent strategies, join our Patreon only channel. I have a full list of them. All those videos are on the channel for free as well, so you don't have to join the Patreon only channel. But if you want easy access to it, you can join the Patreon only channel. Join us and search through that history, check out the list of winning strategies and so on. So all right, that's it for this one. Sorry this video got so long and a little away from me. It's kind of upset about the way this one was portrayed. Get kind of tired of people taking advantage and not actually testing and kind of pulling people's legs. So all right, that's it. I'm going to call it here, and we will move on to the next video from here.